Television.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. I gotta talk about this fucking movie. Was the movie dope? Yes. Is it a 10 out of 10? Hell no. Fuck no. Is it an 8 out of 10? No. It's not even an 8 out of 10 for me. It was definitely way better than Annihilation. Now, compared to Annihilation, 10 out of 10. But in comparison to Mortal Kombat 95, it's probably in the 7s somewhere, to be dead ass. First, I'm going to talk about what bothered me in the plot, and then I'm going to talk about the characters. The plot is basically Jax and Sonya are looking for all the Mortal Kombat people who have tattoos or birthmarks of this Mortal Kombat symbol. I was with it at first. The whole, okay, you got a Mortal Kombat birthmark, that means you're chosen and you've been chosen at birth to fight in Mortal Kombat. What ruined that was Sonya. Sonya ruined that whole concept. Sonya was not chosen, but apparently while getting her ass whooped, somebody just decided to just give her a Mortal Kombat tattoo. That ruined it for me. I was just like, okay, now it was corny. The whole Arcana or Arcana, whatever the fuck they were saying, kind of wasn't feeling that either. First Mortal Kombat, motherfuckers was just there. Motherfuckers had powers and some motherfuckers didn't. And that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a bad concept, but I could have lived without the whole find your power. Like that shit was kind of corny. Now, I have to get to the characters individually. I have some fucking gripes. That's really the most of my gripes are with the fucking characters. Let me start off with the characters I had zero problems with. Kano was like probably one of the best characters in the whole film. He was the comedy relief, but he also had the action, and he was Kano. You know what I'm saying? He did his Kano duties. Kano definitely carried the film. Like, Kano was carrying a lot of the boring parts of the film. I'm not even gonna lie. Sub-Zero and Scorpion. I feel like the movie should have just been called Sub-Zero and Friends. He was just that nigga. And then everybody was all like, oh, why is he so evil? Whoa, what? That's Bihan, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero was an evil guy. He was not the good guy. And he was a terrible person. The first Sub-Zero, anyway, was a terrible person. I like how they conveyed that he was the villain that was dope. I fucked with Sub-Zero 100% throughout the entire film. Even when he was even when he wasn't doing shit. Even when he was just like, I am Sub-Zero. That shit was hot. I was like, oh, that shit went hard. He said he is Sub-Zero. Damn. All his scenes were dope. All the Scorpion scenes were also dope. Every scene Scorpion touched was fire. Only gripe I had with Scorpion was there was not enough Scorpion. He was literally at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie. Like, I wanted to see what was going on with him in Outworld. Like, they didn't show any of that. I felt like in the middle of the movie, like at least glimpse at him for like a minute or two. I wanted to know what Scorpion was up to. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time they were just like, well, he's in hell. Yay. Jax and Sonya didn't really have many problems with them either. Like, they were corny, but their characters are corny. So it was just like they played the role. Sonya's part, she played her role. She was doing what Sonya does. Jax, again, doing what Jax does. He did his job, he did his part. He played it well. I fucked with it. Melina and Cabal. My complaints about them are the same as Scorpion's. Not enough screen time. All the Melina scenes were dope. She died corny as fuck though. I did not like that. I did not like how she died. I did not like how quick she died either. That was corny. Same exact thing with Cabal. Cabal was straight. His character was straight. His looks, character design, straight. Fight scenes were dope, but once again, not enough Cabal. he also died corny. I don't like how he died. He actually died the lamest way in the entire movie. Like, that was the lamest death in the film. Oh, I'm just stuck in quicksand out of that. Like, what the fuck was that? That's my dude. You can't just do Cabal like that. Cabal should have had way more fucking time. But that's just my personal opinion, whatever. The characters that gave me some issues. First of all, Raiden. I feel like he was basically Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan Raiden. Because that's what he sounded like. He sounded like he needed another 2 days in ESOL class, you know what I'm saying? As far as his role, he played his role. I feel like it could have been more action-y stuff he could have did at some point. But, you know, he's Raiden. Shang Tsung. Shang Tsung's lace front wig was killing me. I don't know who was in the hair department, but they could have did my man better than that. Like that he got that lace front from Wish.com. As far as Shang Tsung, the character didn't do much. Like in comparison to Mortal Kombat 95, he'll never ever be that Shang Tsung. That Shang Tsung is the Shang Tsung, but his portrayal wasn't that bad. It was just kind of dry-ish. It was kind of like he was just kind of there. You know what I'm saying? Liu Kang, Kung Lao. I didn't really have problems with them, actually. They were alright. I actually prefer this Liu Kang over the 95 version because I feel like this Liu Kang was more authentic. Like he acted like what Liu Kang would act like, basically. So I fucked with that. Kung Lao as well. Kung Lao did a good job. But once again, he also died lame and too fast. So I didn't like that either. I didn't like how most people died. They just died like kind of abruptly, or they just, I don't know. Like they just didn't have enough screen time. Goro. I have no gripes with Goro. Goro was pretty fire. I felt like Goro's scene was corny. He could have did something more meaningful than attack Cole at his house. He could have had a better fight scene, something. I just wasn't feeling that shit. Again, how he died was... how he died was kind of corny. And that brings me to basically the last character that I'm going to talk about, which is Cole Young, which is basically the character that I have the most to say about because he was unnecessary. He was unnecessary as fuck, actually. Cole Young was not needed in this film. He was trash from minute one of the film. He was just trash. He was just trash the entire movie. Trash. I'm not even gonna call him Cole Young. His name is now not Johnny Cage. Anyway, not Johnny Cage is apparently a fucking descendant of Scorpion. You're a descendant of one of the best ninjas in the world. And you're getting your ass whooped in an amateur UFC fight against, I don't know, some guy that looks like his name is Ted. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? You're Scorpion's descendant and you just getting your ass beat like this? Like, I just thought that was corny. His fighting skills were always trash throughout the entire movie. He was just unnecessary. He was so unnecessary, bro. Like, why was he in the film? Every scene with Cole was corny. Like, lines, all his lines were just corny. He was just a basic bitch. You know what I'm saying? Cole was just the most basic person ever. Like, oh my, like he did not need to be in the film. All he did the whole movie was lose fights. Find my power, Arcana, whatever the fuck. He gets his power and turns into fucking Ben 10? Like, what the fuck? And fucking arm blades and shit. Like, what? You just get armor all of a sudden? Like, what is that? That's corny. I have armor now. And every time I get hit, I get powerful. Lame. That was lame. Like, why? Like, there was no need for Cole Young in the film. Like, even in the end, when he was fighting Sub-Zero, he brought Scorpion back to life. He revived Scorpion. Scorpion came back and didn't even acknowledge him. He was just like, hey, appreciate that, bro. Anyway, I'm finna go fight Sub-Zero. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even, like, care about him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're nothing. Cole was nothing. He was nothing the entire film. And then he's trying to help Scorpion fight Sub-Zero. Scorpion doesn't need help from you. Scorpion. He doesn't need help to fight nobody. And then he wasn't even helping, really. He was still getting his ass whooped. It was just like, why are you in this movie? Why are you here? Why are you a character? You're not even a Mortal Kombat character. Why are you here? That's how I felt about that. Him alone made the movie not as good as it should have been. I just feel like he was not needed for the film to be good. Take Cole Young out, put Johnny Cage in, we're done. Perfect movie. You know what I'm saying? But Cole Young can get the fuck out of here. Don't even put him in the second film. Like, kill him off, honestly. Somebody needs to kill him. Like, Shao Kahn, if Shao Kahn's in the second one, this is like Shao Kahn just fucking rip him in half in the first 30 seconds of the film. And then I would know that this next film is going to be dope.
Television.